When you're looking for the best statues, maquettes, and busts in the business, Gentle Giant should be the first place you look. For years now, they've gained a well-deserved reputation for capturing wizards, superheroes, and even Sith with impressive detail. We chatted with marketing coordinator Gregory Crafts to see what's new and what's next with Gentle Giant. Thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure, guys.
Well, here we are, Sunday, finally winding down from the craziness of the convention.
Doesn't look it. You see all these people wandering around.
I know, and I just got to ask, you know, Gentle Giant is known for their awesome busts and maquettes. What has been some of the exclusives that you've been having here this past weekend?
Well, one exclusive that we don't have any more of is our Thanos mini bust, Thanos as some people pronounce him. He's been incredibly popular and everybody just adored him and he flew right off the shelf. We've got our Mars Attacks mini bust celebrating the 50th anniversary of the original sci-fi horror trading cards. Again, another very popular piece. I think we're down to only a handful left. I hope I can get one for myself in there. We've got, what else? We've got an Admiral Mahdi mini bust and a Blue Snaggletooth 12-inch Kenner figure and a Macquarie Stormtrooper concept mini bust. All three of those have done really well for us. They're also going to be available at Celebration 6. They're not Comic-Con exclusives, they're convention exclusives.
That's good, because I know a lot of people couldn't get in here this weekend, yeah. So I know that they'll want to get their hands on that. For those who can't even make Celebration, will those be available online, or are those really convention exclusives?
They are convention exclusives, but if you're a member of what we call our Premier Guild, which is a paid collector's membership, you get access to pre-order them before Comic-Con. We're shipping those out. I think we may make them available again. I'm not sure. But we may make them available again to anybody that missed out before Celebration. And then if there are any left after Celebration, we'll open them up to the public.
Awesome. Now, what type of process takes place in order for you to snag an IP to be able to create some of these awesome figurines?
Well, for us these days, it's actually pretty easy to get an IP comparatively. We see something really cool, we call them up and we go, hey guys, we'd love to do some stuff based on your IP, and we go, this is what we've done, and normally they say yes when they go, wow, you guys make some kick-ass stuff.
Yeah, you guys have quite a backlog now these days of things. I see Walking Dead is going to be coming out. Yep. But as far as IP is concerned, I noticed that you guys have a new one out, completely original. Would you mind telling us a little bit about that?
That's correct. That's actually a first for Gentle Giant. We've never done an original IP before now, but we looked around and we realized that, you know, this is our 10-year anniversary. We've never done a original IP before, but we've got some of the best sculptors and painters in the business working with our group, and they've always done somebody else's concept. We thought, wouldn't it be awesome to see what they could do if we just cut them loose? So we gave them the concept, or the prompt of, hot chicks with big guns, what can you give us? And they turned out what are the first of hopefully many honey trap girls. There are 5 girls that we have right now: Whisper, Lucky, Katya, Derby, and Fireball. And each one is unique. They've got their own full backstory. They all coexist in the same universe, but they each have their own individual backstories, and you're going to see how they start crisscrossing as we start telling the stories. It's really a lot of fun, these characters, because each one has a bit of a subtle nod to a popular action movie. Like Lucky, for instance, was inspired by the way Jesse Ventura held his machine gun in Predator. You know, so it's like little things like that made huge design influences for us, like just how one guy held his gun, you know? Awesome. So really cool stuff.
And how will you be telling that story in the future?
Well, you know, we are open to all options right now. We've got honeytraparmy.com. That's the official website for the girls, and we're going to have some stuff in there. But we're already talking to people about comic books, an animated series, a movie, TV show. The sky's the limit, and we're going to take our time, figure out the best way that we want to tell this story, and then you fans will have Honey Trap unleashed on you.
That is awesome. I'm happy that you guys are actually really expanding now, and I think that that'll be great for Gentle Giant, whom I have 1 or 2 things of myself at my home. I know our senior editor over there snagged Thanos before it all walked away from the booth. But now, if you had to choose one of the pieces that you have here, and to tell our viewers that next time they see Gentle Giant at convention, that's the one they had to snag, which one would it be?
Ooh, the one that you have to snag. Well, considering Celebration 6 is our next show, I would say you absolutely have to get a 12-inch blue snaggletooth figure. They are very popular here. They're going really fast. We do have some left over for C6, and they're unique because, you know, we are all geeks at Gentle Giant, if you believe that or not. I don't know. Some people don't believe it when I say that, but our stuff really is kind of by fans for fans because we are just as critical of this stuff as the fans are when it comes to doing it and doing it right. And I think that's part of what gives us a bit of an edge in the market. But when we started doing the 10 or 12-inch line, we had our guys, everybody from our sculptors to our account managers, digging through their personal collections to find their Star Wars 3 3/4-inch figures so we could scan them. We didn't get reference from Hasbro. We didn't get reference from Lucas. This was actually all pretty much a homegrown effort from our own guys internally, sacrificing their collections from childhood to bring you guys the 12-inch line. And yeah, the blue snaggletooth, I think, is just... It's a great figure. We really wanted to make sure that it was as accurate as possible to the original. So we actually have it in a white mailing sleeve wrapped in a blue bag, just the way it used to be. Now, we kind of cheated and put inside the box, it used to come loose, but ours comes in a half clamshell case that's resealable. So it's a little bit of a deviation, but it was mostly because we know a lot of our collectors like to have theirs up on their wall displayed in the case, and we didn't want to deprive them of that. So it's a slight compromise, but one that's really for the betterment of the fans.
And I would completely agree. If I had to choose, I'd like to have one that's nice and presentable. And so
Exactly.
on behalf of the fan myself, I thank you for that choice.
Our pleasure.
Now, lastly, you said your next convention is Celebration 6, that's correct?
Yep.
What type of exclusives will you be having for them?
Well, that's a great question. In addition to the 3 convention exclusives that I've mentioned already, we're also going to have a blue Clone Trooper statue, which is on display here. That's going to be available there. It's one of the bigger, you know, it's unusual to offer a statue as a convention exclusive. I mean, you don't see too many people doing that, but C6 is the perfect environment for hardcore Star Wars fans to be able to get access to a really, really great piece. And we just thought, hey, let's give it a shot. So we're going to go on ahead and make that available. And since the show is in Orlando, we've got our 12-inch Lando Calrissian that is going to be the Kenner exclusive there.
That sounds awesome. I may have to make it down.
I hope you do. I hope you do. And when you do, look me up.
Absolutely. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
I appreciate you talking with us.
Oh, no problem, guys. If you guys, you know, thank you guys for tuning in, too.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for tuning in. Be sure to check out our other videos on our YouTube channel. Take care. More from San Diego Comic-Con later.